guys, welcome to Big Beard and Friends, episode 245. One day I'm gonna get it. Anyway, enough of the jokes tonight. I want to talk about something I think is very serious amongst us. Something that we know happens every year. We have seasons, right? We have summer, spring, winter, fall. But there are other seasons that we don't talk about. They might not even have names. So tonight I want to talk about that. Simply titled, Seasonal Changes. I want to talk about it tonight, and I want to say that if this pertains to you, listen up. Week after week after week, I talk to a camera, but let me tell you something. Somebody out there is listening. The numbers say it is. The people that write me say they are. So whoever it is, one person. I believe there's two at least. But one person is listening. With that being said, let's get right into this. Seasonal changes, I titled tonight this episode because, well, look around us right now. It's a season. We're having seasons in our lives, but right now it's Christmas time. It's winter time. Festive. It's a good time. It is good seasons. Winter, presents, food, warmth, fire, people, traditions. This is a season like we have seasons. Every season we have holidays. Every year we have holidays. Well, in our lives, we have seasons as well. So, you might be in a season right now where you're down and out and you're very depressed. You might be in a season where you're happy and all you can do is be happy. You might be in a season where you're just full of anxiety. You might be in a season where you're having bad relationship problems. You may be in a season where you're having good luck. Wouldn't that be nice? Good luck. Everything's gravy on my end. Everything's good. You may be in a season where you're having bad luck. No luck at all, right? You may be in a season where you want to give up. You may be in a season where you want to thrive and do something else and do something more. You just don't know what. I'm going to tell you now that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to ask for help. But it's not always easy. I know several people right now that are in a place where they don't want to be. And that's the ones I know about. I have a, big feeling that a lot of my friends and a lot of my followers and family included are in places where they don't want to be or they don't need to be or they don't like where they're at. And to you people, if that's you, I say this. Don't give up. You're not about giving up. Seasons change like people and friendship and relationship. That's why we have seasonal changes within us and around us. I know it's easy to hear me, right? It's easy for me to say, stop complaining, right? Stop doing this, right? Let me tell you something, folks. Half the time, I'm speaking to myself about myself out loud to you watching. Sometimes I make observations, and I say that when I look around and I see people that are down. I see people that are out. They hate this time of the year. Some good friends of mine, I won't say your name, but right now, you're in that place. And listen to me. Come here, listen to me. Stop. The way I know you are being so smart. The way I know you personally about being so strong. It almost hurts my brain to see stellar people, awesome individuals, and they don't even know it, but it hurts me. And I don't know, it hurts me to almost see these people not realize that they're so smart, but right now they're just in a season. I get in seasons. Don't let me sit up here and talk all this and that. I'm a very transparent person to a point, and at the same time, I'm a very private person. What I'm willing to share, what I'm willing to talk about, what I'm willing to talk to people about my wisdom or my experience. I don't have wisdom, but the situations that I've been in that made me wise to some people, to some situations, I would love, as I'm doing week after week, to try to tell people about how you can overcome things. Now, where do I have that drive at? Where does that drive come from? Where does the drive come from, I've been asked. Big Beard, why and how do you always happy? How are you always doing this? How are you? The thing is, I'm not. I'm not always happy. I'm not always in a good mood. Matter of fact, I get angry a lot. But I know, even if I don't speak it, I know that I too go through seasonal changes that hurt. And I know that my problem is not other people's problem. I know that deep down inside that we all want survival. I've been in situations that I didn't think that I would get out of. Didn't even fathom a thought to get out of them. I thought it was my life. But then the season of my life changed. And I became more with clarity. It's amazing what getting sober does. It's amazing what feeling good about yourself does. It's amazing how contagious it is to be inspired by other people. And if you really let these good things, no matter how tired you are, no matter how bad mood you are, no matter what's going on in your life, if you let the goodness shine through you and tell others, you will change the world, I guarantee you. I'm being real. I'm being transparent. You can only tell somebody so much, but I'm going to keep on and keep on and keep on, because the more I do right, the more I see things are happening. You can't change what happens in life. You can only truly change how you react. to the things that change in life. Friends, money, relationships, cars, houses, whatever it may be. Certain things we just can't change. But don't you dare think that just because it goes your way that you're going to react badly and then good is going to happen. It doesn't happen all the time like that. And I'm one to talk because I react a lot of times like I have no sense. You ever been told that? You act like you ain't got no sense. You ever think about it, though, when they say that? Yeah. Yeah, I do. I do act like I have no sense. If you choose to be good, it'll show. To do good, it'll show. But you got to remember, as I said at the beginning of this show, when we have our seasons, but we also have personal seasons, which sometimes they're way longer than a spring, a summer, a winter, a fall. Your personal seasons, stuff you go through, they seem like they're way longer than any season that we really have. Seasonal changes. Seasonal changes, right? The more I say it, the more I'm like, it makes sense, right? We change in life, but in our personal life, everyday matter, everyday stuff that happens, we can't change, but we have to go with it. We have to understand that some things are there not for us to understand, but for us to live and experience so we can have a better life, so we can grow, so we can think clear, so we can do better. You see, never losing the vision, even if you lose your sight. Stay on track. And as far as I was saying moments ago, where does that drive come from? In here. In here. My heart. I have that drive to keep going, that passion to keep trying. I don't want to see nobody down and out. Chances are, if you are in a crappy place in your life and you really, really, really don't know what to do because you're just, chances are you put yourself there. Some of us are not that way and some of us are, but you can be free, remember that, in whatever you want, the freedom to do whatever you want. But you are not free from the consequences of your actions. So even your life. Treat your life right. Treat yourself right. Because that right there is what's going to matter. Is how you treat yourself. I hate seeing people. I don't have to even know you. I don't have to know you. I don't have to know anything about you to say that I want you to do better. I want you to succeed. I want to see people grow and reap what you sow. So I want to see you grow and sow and sow and grow. I'm telling you. If it's negative, you're going to have negative. It's good, you're going to have good. So if you put bad seeds in, you're going to have bad seeds. You put trash in your garden, what happens? Trash does not grow, it kills. We don't want trash in our garden. You have to grow through what you go through. I know that sounds like a cliche, but it's true. It's very true. It's hard. It's very hard because some of the things we go through are traumatizing. They traumatize us. They bug the shit out of us. They get to us to where we don't know what to do. We get frozen with fear. But we got to remember that seasonal changes is a thing that's going to happen whether you're ready or not. Just like the sun comes up and down every day and the clouds move and the wind blows. The seasons are coming whether you like it or not. And in your life, the seasons are going to come whether you like it or whether you don't. So what is it? It's up to you to be ready. It's up to you to tell yourself that I'm going to go and grow with these seasons. That sounds like I've heard it before, but when you break it down, it sounds like it's so simple, but yet makes so brilliantly so much sense. Grow through what you go through. Now, think about it. If you have went through some crazy times in your life and you had a good experience from that and it made you grow, mature, mentally get, to a place where you needed to be, if that has happened to you, share it. Share it. Tell the world. Tell people. Say, hey, this happened to me and I feel like telling you. This happened to me and I want to tell you about this. I get made fun of or get looked at weird, if you will, when I say, hey, this good thing happened to me and I feel like sharing it to you, and it's not about me. I just want you to hear the story. So here's the story and why I'm saying it before I get to the part where I feel the people need to hear, or the part of the story where I was going to tell them what I thought was very important. They cut you off or something happens or you can't finish it, and it's like, okay. But I still do like sharing. You can make fun of me. You can call me whatever. I don't care. My grandma said, give them something to talk about. They gonna talk no matter what. So, there's that. I'm not put here to make everybody happy or try to make people happy. I don't want, to be on a level where I don't understand my own life. I don't want to be where I think the seasonal changes don't affect me. I don't want to be where I think I'm better than anybody. I don't want to be on a level of I'm so uppity and so better than you that I don't want that. Because I know that we all, as I keep talking about tonight, we all go through seasons. I know that. And it's hard. Some of them are, very easy. And some of them are good seasons. And we'll talk about the good seasons, but they're all changes no matter what. But when you have a bad season, it's bad, right? You can have good things happen to you. You can go somewhere and you can have all the good fun, come back, and you can still go, wow, my problem is still there. You might need a vacation and you get on the vacation, and when you're gone, all you do is think about your house. Who does that? When on vacation, think about your house. When you're at your house, all you do is think about where you want to go on vacation. I myself just got back from San Antonio. It's fantastic. I was over there with my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law. I met my brand new niece, and I've seen my 10-year-old niece. Absolutely great family. These guys rock. They're totally awesome out there. The San Antonio family that I got out there, fantastic people. The hospitality, the room, the board, the food, everything was absolutely great. But I still knew while I was there that I had friends here that were going through things. I know it sounds crazy, but it kind of hurt me to know, in one sense, that here I am having fun, and here they are not. Here I am, talking about family, and here they are hating their family. Here I am doing, good things, and here they are going through. And I know that that's life, and maybe I just shouldn't let those things bother me, but I do. Sometimes it crosses my mind. And people need to hear that seasons change just like times in our life. None of us really, really, really want to be alone. None of us really want to stay in a funk. We all want to succeed. We all want happiness. We all want to be, somebody to be kind to us. We all want these things. We want to grow. And, and maybe you don't. Maybe you just don't care. I can't fathom that world, because even at my lowest, I had this much care. Some things I've never cared about and probably never will. And I've changed in my life to the point where I'm numb to a lot of things, but I'm also quick to, if I ever took and take the time to stop and realize that these seasonal changes are going to happen. Like, I know I'm saying that now, but if I would have ever stopped, and obviously I did a little bit, but when they were happening, when things were happening and I didn't realize at those times, I should have said this is a season. This is, this is really what's going on. And I didn't always do that. And I know, it's hard. It's hard to accept the bullshit that's thrown our way sometimes, but yet we still and must smile through it. People are out there all the time looking for ways to even feel better, to look better, to walk with purpose. And it's crazy that even that smile that I've talked about, that smile, somebody's having these seasonal changes, they're going through a season, and, just a simple smile could help. It's helped me. I'm not going to act like it. I've been in a place where, the situation don't matter, but I was out at a store and a guy smiled when he was middle of talking to me. When he smiled, though, what he was doing was telling a joke. And I think he thought that it would be like a bad joke, but when I laughed and he laughed and his wife was laughing, it was one of those, I could tell that I made his day. Even though he was telling me the joke, I think I was making his day by going along with what was happening. And I didn't know him. So we have situations in our life where, something happens and it's funny. You laugh with people. If it's not, you're not. But you can still, make them feel wanted no matter what it is, and be kind to people. And, because every person you meet is fighting a battle. You realize that, right? Most of us know that. No matter how big, how little the battle, most people are fighting a battle of some kind. Food addiction, alcoholism, drugs, relationship problems, friendship problems, relationships, that's all. But we don't always know what those problems are and what those battles are. But what's really on the surface, really look at, it's called seasons. And they change. Seasonal changes. I think it's very important to remember that we go through these things every day, every hour, every second, boom, 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 boom. And you may have a spell where everything's perfect, like I was saying earlier, where everything's absolutely fine and everything is, where you need. And it may last for a long time. It may last for a short time. It may take years for you to get in a rut. And perhaps you've never been in a rut. Perhaps you've never been down. Perhaps you don't know what it's like to feel not wanted or left out or stuck in your seasonal change. Perhaps you don't know. I like to think that if somebody said they had it all together and they didn't go through seasonal changes and nothing got them mad and nothing got under their skin, I'd like to think that those people are liars. And if you're not, kudos, tell us, the rest of us, how that works for you. How are you able? Just relax, just forget the world? I myself always want skills to learn. I want things to do. I got to have things to do, and I know that kids are watching. I got 3 kids, that's 6 eyes, and I'm telling you right now, that's 6 ears that hear everything that I say. Everything that I do. So I'm going to try to do it like that, and even let my kids understand I can fail, you can fail, but it's getting back up. It's going. It's not how many times you fall down, it's how many times you get up. Don't stay down. People want to know, why do you never quit? Why do you don't stop? You don't. Yeah, I know. Don't sleep on us and don't sleep on me. If you're passionate about something you believe in, you need to do it, you need to stay at it, and you need to show people. That way, if you have certain things in your life that happen, and you know that the seasons come and go, those seasonal changes will come and go like that, and you will be prepared. Prepare yourself, prepare others even, yourself more than anybody, but to know it's okay to be in a rut. It's okay to get out of the rut. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to give help. All these changes come around to you and back to you to show you who you're supposed to be and what's supposed to happen and who you really are. Stay true to yourself and remember who you are. When you own your life, the seasonal changes that come almost won't be a breeze, but you will be prepared. And you got to know that this happens. You can only have good so much when the bad's going to happen. You can only have bad so long, good's going to happen. We can only have so much rain before the sunshine comes. And you can only have so much sunshine before the rain comes. That's all I got tonight. Seasonal changes are real. And I've only not even skimmed the top. I've just done all I could for 30 minutes talking about seasonal changes and what you can do and how they are applied to our lives and what we should and shouldn't do, maybe. More so, I'm just speaking of seasonal changes because when it comes to being personal in your life, you're in charge. It's your life, right? So do it. Do it well. Do it the way it's supposed to be. Seasonal changes. You're going to be okay, I promise. You're going to do good. It's going to happen the way it's supposed to happen. Now, what are those 3 words that I say that take us out week after week after week? Love, peace, chicken grease. Later, guys. Thanks for watching.